Hi everyone. The setup is a little bit different today because it's quite early and I wanted to make a video without background noise. As you see, there are continuously a lot of problems going on within the YouTube algorithm. One of these problems would be the fact that YouTube is quite a risque platform with a lot of the content that they feature often having quite debilitating things. The upcoming problem in social media is that there's an uprise in content featuring very graphic and real-life material. While I don't usually make videos about this, I would want to talk about the incident that happened on Instagram where a whole bunch of videos of people getting brutally hurt and all of that happened. So this happened in, I think, late 2025 or 2024.
A glitch spread graphic, violent videos to unsuspecting Instagram users. Instagram's owner, Meta, says it fixed the problem and enacted filters to protect younger users. But a CBS News data dive finds violent content is still pervasive on Instagram Reels. We want to warn you, some of the subject matter is disturbing. CBS News investigative data journalist Chris Hacker is part of our reporting team on this story. He joins us now. So, Chris, what kind of videos did you find on Instagram Reels? And why were they still there after Meta says they fixed this?
So what Meta fixed wasn't necessarily the presence of this content on their platform, but rather how often it is recommended to people. The glitch that happened in February caused people to see horrific violence a lot more than, Meta might have intended, but it was there before that glitch and it remains there today, we found. That content includes videos of real-world violence, such as fights, severe car crashes, and one of the most common things I saw in our reporting was videos of real-world shootings where people are clearly seriously injured.
And during this, videos of violent things were being posted, and this went on continuously for a few days. Now the same thing is still going on TikTok, where heavily modified or edited videos of people getting hurt in bad ways are being posted. And the same thing is going on with YouTube, including a website called Run the Gauntlet, which is in fact still up. I don't recommend that you try to watch any of the content that is being discussed, but Run the Gauntlet is a gore website where you can watch gore videos. And I did in fact visit the site, and no, I did not watch anything, but I had visited the site completely by accident. I was thinking that the site was down, but I was curious to see if the government had taken action on these types of websites, and it seems that a lot of these gore websites where you can access and watch gore is available. Content of people getting killed is not something that is funny, and it should never be funny because the government isn't taking any action as these things are very serious. These types of videos are extremely disturbing and quite disgusting. The reason why I sound so upset about this, even though I haven't watched any of this content, is the fact that these things are still going on, and the fact that it is so easily accessible to watch these videos on the news, on YouTube, and as well as on Twitter and Reddit. Those things make me deeply upset, and there are whole entire groups dedicated to people self-harming that I think that we should talk about. There's a whole bunch of challenges and dangerous internet things that young children can access. If any parents out there are watching, I do not go out to watch this content. I simply just do my research on these things because I think that these things are important for people to know. I don't go out and watch or seek this content. The reason why I'm so visibly upset by this is because these are ongoing things that younger people who are above the ages of 3 to 4 to 5 can access so easily by simply typing in a string of letters and numbers, as well as watching child content that is basically geared towards inappropriate actions with minors. I don't like talking about these things because these things are really gross topics to talk about, but we do need to discuss them. I won't upload any videos or even look up any pictures of this content because it's quite disgusting. I know that all of this is super obvious, but I just searched up gore and I got an entire playlist filled with nothing but gore and disturbing content. Even though I didn't click on it, you can already tell that it's filled with disturbing content just by looking at the thing. And it's very disturbing, but I wanted to do this video not to tell you to watch this type of content, but to tell you that the government is not doing anything about the website called Run the Gauntlet, which is still up. The fact that Okay, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to have gore pop up. So I just searched up gore. Now look, I'm not gonna click on anything because this is disgusting. But just by searching it up and scrolling, there is another playlist, animal gore. The more we keep going, gore, violence, disturbing stuff. If we keep going, now you might be asking, who is putting these things together? This says video shows students thrown. So these are all basically news videos that are compiled into one playlist for people to watch for their own pleasures. Which I think all of this stuff is absolutely disgusting. And it's just graphic content, which is made by news stuff. But why are these videos being posted so easily? Israel war. Why are these videos here? Heartbreaking video shows last moments. Why is this in a playlist of people getting hurt? Then there's another one. Moving along, some of the other silly, stupid content. Animal gore. We're not watching any of those videos. Two crocs tear something in half. Now, why was this playlist made? Then we have this playlist, which we're not going to click on anything. Just looking at it, though, is just disturbing. I genuinely hate people who seek out this type of content and put it on here. Like, some of these things are movie clips and from people getting hurt and injured. One shot kills 6. Look at this. Why are these Live Leak channel? Live Leak. Why are these videos even still up on YouTube? Like, this is so easily accessible. Like, this is disgusting. Recently uploaded. Now, there's just people spreading awareness and speaking about their own weird findings, right? But what in the world are these playlists filled with nothing but graphic content for people to watch for their own gratification, right? Now look, there's ways to get around it. Okay, gore with a 0. There's ways to get around this thing. There's ways to get around it. There is ways to get around these types of things. Boom, boom, boom. Why in the world are we showing people these types of things? Worse, this is disgusting. This is horrible. Like, look at all of this. Look at all of this. Like, I'm not going to click on any of these videos, but do you really want your children watching this type of content? No.